Hi, it is the human operating system time. So recently I have shared the concept of the intellectual and the natural world, the intentional regulating state and the natural resonant state. And as we know that in order to develop anything internal such as meditation, Qigong, or internal martial arts of China, one need to be able to enter into the natural resonant state. Okay, so one need to know both there exists the intentional regulating state and the natural resonant state, or the intellectual and the natural world. Okay. It is only when one be able to get into the natural resonant state or the natural world, one can get this body to get into deep rest, to recover itself, to heal itself, to balance itself, to strengthen itself. Okay, so that is what the Chinese has been practiced for thousands of years. Okay, and today scientifically we actually can prove that. Okay, that natural world or natural resonant state. Okay. Otherwise, if one doesn't know the existence of these two states, one is default into using the mind, try to control this and control that. Okay, and then will subject into all kind of opinion, interpretation, and so forth. But it is not nature. This is a man-made or pseudo stuff. Okay, so I have received many messages from our friend, both from Qigong, meditation, martial art, Wing Chun friend asked me to share more on this natural resonant state or natural world. So today I'm going to share that with you, okay, with a simple example. Now, before that, I'd like to share with you two things. Okay. This is very important because usually people say, well, why don't people know this? Why don't people know that? And then they say, well, Zen, all kind of stuff, okay? Philosophical stuff, so forth. So number one key is this. Different people, different culture, different people who living in different places and everything have a different type of mental or mindset or mental model. So one cannot just try to push other people to get into that mental model. For example, okay, in this say in this world, there are part of the world saying that, oh yeah, you know, if you are poor, I'm rich. That is that's fine. Okay, your business is not my business because it is faith. Okay, I was born rich, you are born poor. No, your poorness is not my problem. And there are the mentality in different parts of the world were saying, you know, let's get rid of poverty because we are equal. Okay. So you always have these two type of or more type of mental models, so that we cannot force people to accept one mental model or mindset. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you, it is a fact. It is the truth of if you want to handle this internal healing and so forth. Okay. However, we cannot force people to say, hey, you know, this I'm the proper way. I'm right. You are wrong. Okay. We don't want to do that. We just say, okay, it's like we want to get rid of poverty. But if people accept that, or their mindset is that it's okay, I'm rich. You poor, you sick. That's your problem, not my problem. That's fine too. Okay. So we need to know this so that we don't force or pressure other people to do what we are doing. Okay, we just need to do whatever good for people because that's our mindset. Okay, people have different mindset. The second thing is about the Zen stuff. The Zen teacher, you can see that sometimes get really broad. Okay, you can slap the student, you can scold the student, okay, and say that is how the Zen teacher teach sometimes. Now, but we have to be careful here. A Zen teacher, like my teacher when I was young 30 years ago, tell me to shut up, because in public, tell me to shut up in public. Say, you better know what you're talking about, otherwise you shut up. Okay, my Zen teacher. Well, he did that not because of his hatred. He did that is because he wanted to shock my system, and so that I shut up. After that, I learned the lesson. Now, that's very different than if you talk bad, talk down people, you have all kind of hatred and superiority complex and self-righteousness, and try to press people, push people, those kind of stuff. Zen teacher is not like that. Zen doing it to shock the student out of the habit, but they don't have this hatred or have this putting down people's superiority complex. They just want to get the educations and help the people. Okay, they help the people, but it doesn't have the hatred. That's very different than Sifu or anybody or whoever just say in the hatred words and so forth, and then keeping bombard other people with negative words, saying that there's Zen way. There's not Zen way. There's hatred. We know that. Ask our heart. We know we do that. Okay. And most time it's like when people don't agree with it, or the student don't agree with it, we just bombard with the bad words or negative words. That is not proper. That's not Zen, okay? Because this is about driven by one's hatred. So I mentioned this too is because if we want to get into educations, we need to understand, okay, different people have different mindset. If people raise that, oh, I'm rich is okay, you're poor, the other people poor is okay, that's fine with us, okay? We just do whatever good, where within our mindset we want to practice. And student, sometimes you need to tell, hey, straighten out your act and so forth, but you never want to use hatred. And you know that when the hatred come here, you feel drained, okay? So this too is important, okay, before we talk into the technical stuff, because this is too, we're human, we need to know how to handle so that we live in a harmonized world, not into create more problem with the self-righteous, because we know something with self-righteous, be able to push other people, we don't want to get into that, okay? Now, so we want to make things work. Now, let's get into the natural world or natural resonance state. So as previously I have mentioned, in the natural world or natural resonance state, there is a static form. Okay, so I want to show you the static form. The static form is like this. If I stand like this, okay, and I put my my physical body, I loose up my physical body, put it into, or let go it, I put the physical body layer into the resonance state, and you see my body starts swaying a little bit. And then I put my mind into the natural resonance state, where I drop the spinning with the thought and so forth, or let it be, or release my thought, or let go my thought. And then I let the breathing go by itself. And then I let the chi or energy, neural mean autonomic nervous systems be natural. So I don't control them. I just let it be, let it go. Okay, release everything, drop everything. Okay, so my body become like that. You can see outside there, and feel what state I'm in. So this is the natural resonance state, which is in a static form. Okay, in a static form. Now, in the dynamic form, like in Qigong, in martial art, in the in moving meditations, it is on top of this static one built up. So today I'd like to share with you using the modern scientific proven Qigong practice, which is designed by Li Fengshan Shifu in Taiwan, the swing, and then the He Gong and the Ping Shui Gong. Okay, I just show you those two and then analyze to share with you what it is. Okay, we want to use something which is well designed and scientific proven so that people can get to this state. Now, it is known that like the Ping Shui Gong, okay, the swing of this from Li Fengshan Shifu, that you can put the brain wave, you can see how the alpha wave change and how the circulations and so forth. Okay, so this is not exercise, but you get into the natural resonance state. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you, I want to show you two examples. First example is He Gong. He Gong is a tuning of the body. Okay, it had three states there. Okay, and the three get together become a dynamic state. So it's three states. So the first state is, remember we talked about just now, the static resonance state. And then it is in the inhale resonance state. And then in the exhale resonance state. Okay. So He Gong have three states. So I show you here. Okay. Well, I'm not going to talk anymore because I have to enter into it. Okay. So notice how my whole body change. Okay, in the static state, inhale phase, and then the exhale phase. You know, you can just review my video. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, so there's the tuning. The second is the Ping Shui Gong. Okay, okay, the same thing. The Ping Shui Gong have the state of the natural resonance state, the static, and then the start of the swinging of the arm, and then add up for the lower part of the body. The three, there's three states there. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. I'm not going to talk anymore. Just watch out how my body and my mind and so forth feel it. Okay, you can feel it because you're human. You know what state I'm in. Okay. So that's how it looks like. Okay, so it is, you see in this two example, you have to give up your intelligent control everything. You just let it swing, let it go. Okay, so that's how it is. Unless one be able to get into this both in static If you want to do meditations and both static and dynamic, if you want to do Qigong and internal martial art, one really do not develop much. It's just exercise. That's why in the Chinese there's a term called Chao exercise, and Gong, this is Gong. You let it go, you let it into the natural resonance state. Chao is just intentionally move this hand out and move this hand out and exhale. The Gong is just let it go. Okay, you just put it, you drop it, and then you let the four core elements, the body, mind, breathing, and the Qi or the energy neural element, let it go. Okay, not screw around with it. Okay, so when we talk about Fa Jing and so forth, it is on top of this. You want to handle your momentum, it's on top of just now, this natural resonance. Okay, it's on top of that, the Fa Jing. So without knowing that, you just cannot talk about this Fa Jing and so forth. So Fa Jing is the fifth element, the momentum is the sixth element, so the entire six core element is based on this. Okay, so we need to know this. Okay, so for the body, the internal development, the first four core element, and then you want to have the martial art application. That means you have to handle the Fa Jing, the force flow, and then the momentum. This becomes six core element, and all have to base on this to be able to get into here. Okay, there's no guessing. Okay, you want to anytime you want to get in, you get in. Okay, so boil down to the, like last time when I talked about the Yi Qi Ma, in today's world, it is belong to the intellect world, or the intelligent, intentionally controlled world. Because if you once you put this, you put your hand like this, you put this, and then you want to use your mind and so forth, you know that is intelligent stuff. Okay, you put this, you want to tilt your anus, you want to align your spine, and then you want to use mind and so forth, so forth. It turns out to be, it is in the intentional regulating world, intellect world. There is a different world when you go down this. Entire world, entire different world. You stand like that, you see, you look at that. When you lock, when you hold, this is intelligent world. You get all the seven balls works. You release the four layer, all the six core elements, release it. It is different stuff. Okay. So this is the last day of 2018. So hopefully those who want to know the truth of the internal development know this. And again, you see, I'm using Li Fengshan Shifu's Ping Shui and then the He Gong as example, because this is a science. If that art is designed for that, it has the component. You can measure the alpha wave, you can measure the heart rate variability, you can measure your heart rate, you can measure all kinds of stuff to verify what it is. Okay? So the static natural resonance state I have wrote in the book, the meditation matrix. As for this 6 core element and so forth, you can read my book in the basic Wing Chun art and science. And also, you know, for under here, there's a discussion place for people to talk about this internal development and the sword strike art in the Facebook group. Join it if you like to. Okay, and so I like to provide this educations based on my educational mindset. Okay, so it's not going to force anybody to buy this thing. But if you want to know about this thing, want to discuss, want to have friends who can work with you together, then join the Facebook group and so forth. Okay, so this is for you today. And it is my duty, because I look at it as an education, to show you what it is. Without this natural world, we will not be able to heal. We will not be able to develop ourselves, and we get age. Well, I get age. I got all kind of limitations in my body, right? So knowing this is not going to solve everything in the world. Like, I'm knowing this, can I solve my diabetic problem or other people's problem, which I'm born with or I got aged with? No, I can't. However, this will help me. However, if I don't know this, then I'm just doing exercise and I'm even draining my body. Okay. So this is to share with you today.